Yeah. Check it out. 2020 vision. Remy in the system, Eminem edition. Yakking mom spaghetti in the kitchen. The last time me and Tab was in the kitchen, it was black roses. Now we back to study the soil that the plant grows in. The can is open, the plan is unfolding. The whole planet is planet home, panic and frozen. Global pandemic, and Bill Gates planned everything. You can ask Reddit. Shit, forget it. You asked betted that stimmy check. And now you got bad credit plus interest. Congrats, you've been finessed. And now your ass broke without a penny left and begging for another handout. What will they think of next? Shit. Okay, I hit the vape pen at Target, then I started choking. What an awkward moment. People noticed my cough, they thought I caught the COVID. Fuck.
Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning to Michael over there on the YouTube chat. Shout out to everybody on the D-Live chat. I'm multi-streaming with Restream.io. Today we're talking about staking Ethereum on Binance. We've been talking about it. Ether is pulling up, pulling ahead. It is trending. It seems to be the play of the week, if not the play of the month, actually. Ether continuing to gain weight. I want to talk about staking it on Binance. There's options there to stake it on Ether, but you know, the fees are too damn high. So we want to talk about where perhaps maybe you can get some gains on your Ether by staking it on the BNB chain. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Webby, Ernestina, and the rest of the boomers. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here every single day. Every single day. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins and share my screen. Swap space, guys. This is one of the easier ways to swap coins. If you know about Simple Swap, Change Jelly, Change Now, StealthX, and others, this picks the best rate. It shops the rate for you out of all those swap exchanges, those anonymous swap exchanges, and they have all the coins. So I have a link down below for Swap Space where you can go ahead and link directly, and I get a little kickback there for linking you guys. But they got all the coins, and this is they have the offers right here. You can go ahead and pick the best rate according to this website. Now, an alternative to this that's decentralized is Thor Rune, the Thor chain. And I've talked about that in the past. I have a video floating around showing you how to do that swap between native chains. You could swap between native Bitcoin, Litecoin. But the thing with Thor is that they only support a handful of the bigger cap coins like BTC, LTC, ETH, ETC, and BNB. I think that's about it. So if you want to do some more of smaller mid cap coins, you can go over here to Swap Space, and you should be able to get it done. So the link is down below. Now let's check out ETH over here against Bitcoin. It continues to rise, guys. This thing is, it's hot right now. What could I say? Right now, Ether is trending. And the trend is our friend, and we've identified that. You can see here trending. It says strong buy actually against Bitcoin. And let's look at it against BNB. ETH against BNB. I have BNB against ETH, but they don't have it against BNB here. I have BNB against ETH. Where is that? Oh, we'll go back over here and just do the opposite. So you'll see BNB against ETH is a sell, which means buy Ether. There it is. 0.18. So this thing's falling. The value of Binance against Ether is falling. I wouldn't say rapidly, but it's falling. It's down 7% in the past 24 hours. And, that's what's going on. I talked about acquiring more ETH yesterday, which is something I didn't end up doing. I ended up getting some more Binance, but now I'm thinking to myself, I got a bag of Binance. And if Ether is going to move faster than Binance in the next week or two, or should I say for the next week or two, I'm strongly considering taking half that bag and just going into ETH. I was talking about buying into ETH yesterday with some of my rewards, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, what am I going to buy? Half an ETH? 1 ETH? So, in retrospect, I'm like, it's better to just take half the Binance bag and buy a more significant amount of Ethereum and ride that. So with Ethereum, I wouldn't really go ahead and take it back to the ETH chain at this moment. I'm still enjoying Binance and its low fees or whatnot. So you can purchase BNB, ETH on Binance. Okay, it's the wrapped ETH. Okay, but it's basically pegged to ETH, and once you have that, you could stake it on some of these different platforms. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that. Shout out to Jason, Webby, Namicon, and the rest of the boomers. So let's go ahead and look at that. Let me pull up the charts over here. Well, let's go straight to it. Actually, I'm not even going into the charts. So you could purchase ETH on Binance via Pancake Swap. That should be pretty easy for you guys to figure out. If not, I'll just show you guys. You go to Pancake Swizzle, and go to exchange and just exchange it for ETH. I don't know how easier to explain it, but just to show you guys. Boom, and you can go ahead and with the BNB purchase ETH, and that's as simple as could be. Once you got that ETH, remember this is not ETH on the main chain. This is a wrapped ETH, but it's 1 for 1. Once you have that token, you can head over. The first place I would check out is Auto Farm. Okay, Auto Farm has some pretty attractive APYs. You can see this Belt BNB farm right now is paying 42%. And you ask yourself, what is this? So this is, Belt ETH is paying 19%. Okay, so we're talking about ETH. So what is this? So this is a basically an IOU from the Belt platform. So if you click on Belt ETH over here, it'll take you to the Belt platform. And this is an automatic market maker. They had their IFO not too long ago, and they do a stable swap. This is a pretty legitimate platform in my opinion. But if you go down over here, once you got that ETH, you could stake single ETH over here, Belt Vault. So you go to this vault, and you'll be getting 13%, right? So you could deposit that ETH that you purchase over there on Pancake Swap and receive. You'll basically receive an LP token, this Belt ETH. Once you receive this Belt ETH, you can go ahead and deposit it over here in Auto Farm and earn farm APY of 13.5, and then farm the auto APY of 5.3. So you can see how they break it down. So you will be receiving more Belt ETH plus auto rewards. Okay, and then you could redeem that ETH 1 for 1, that Belt ETH 1 for 1 for ETH, and then ultimately buy ETH or not, or just store that value. Jeff says you need 32 ETH to stake. No, not here. Now let's clarify that for some of the younger, or I'm not going to say younger, that's the wrong word. Some of the more newer guys to ETH that you guys don't know exactly what's going on. Now it's required 32 ETH to stake. So if you have ETH on the main chain on Ethereum and you want to become a validator node on your own independently, then it does require 32 ETH to stake. But you can start earning rewards on less than 32 ETH if you join a pool. Okay, and one of the more popular pools is Rocket Pool, and that's on Ethereum. And there's other platforms, I'm sure that there's other, yield optimizer and aggregators, Aave or whatnot, amongst others. But the fees are pretty high over there. Okay, and even if you join Rocket Pool, you're going to be getting an APY, I assume, that's less than 12%. Now, on Binance, they have wrapped ETH, which is not directly ETH on the chain. It's basically like, you can look at it like a coupon that can redeem you ETH 1 to 1. Just like how Ethereum has wrapped Bitcoin on their chain, and that you can redeem those wrapped Bitcoins 1 to 1. The same thing is with Binance to ETH. They have wrapped ETH. So you can go ahead and purchase it there on the Pancake Swizzle, and it's basically the same price as ETH, and then you can go ahead and stake it in other places. So again, this Auto Farm, it seems to me like one of the higher APYs for ETH. This is a little bit more advanced, where you need to go ahead and not only purchase the ETH on Pancake Swap, but that you got to go ahead and stake it in the Belt platform. You stake it down on Belt, all the way down over here, in the Belt Vault, where it says ETH here. This will give you a Belt ETH token, which is a liquidity provider token, like a coupon that you're basically in this vault. And then with that LP token, that Belt ETH LP token that you receive, you could deposit that and earn on top of that. Okay, and get both belt ETH and auto rewards. So that's one option. You can go over to A Cryptos. You got another option there as well. You can see A Cryptos is a little bit more straightforward. You could just stake the ETH that you purchase on Pancake Swap. You don't have to go to Belt or anything like that. So you can see this leverages Venus. So this is app.acryptos.com, and you can go over here on ETH, and you can see they're offering 16.5%. But again, this is not the Belt ETH. This is just regular ETH, and you can go to get ETH, and I assume that it takes you, it takes you to 1 inch, which is linked to all the automatic market makers. But yeah, you could purchase BNB with ETH like that. Okay, 1 inch is another alternative to Pancake Swap. It shops around for the best deals amongst automatic market makers like Pancake Swap and others. So that's another option. Okay, but it seems to me like those are the two solid options. So I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I can go ahead and start purchasing ETH. So what do I do when I have ETH on the chain? And you could stick it in other places. You could do Rocket Pool, you could do stuff, but those APYs are not that sexy. So I'm thinking, for that I could just get this ETH on the BNB chain. I can stick it on in Venus. That's another option that you could do. Stick it on Venus. And you only earn about 7% on Venus, but the thing with Venus is you could leverage it. You could pull out loans against it. You can't do that on Auto Farm or on A Cryptos. You can't pull out loans on what you're staking. So, while the APYs and APRs are lower on Venus platform, again, you could pull out loans against your capital. So, you got those options. You could put it in Venus, A Cryptos, Auto Farm, and I'm sure there's other options as well, maybe even MDX or something like that. But those are the three options that pop up first in my mind. So, again, that's an option that I'm entertaining here. I have a bag of BNB. Okay, I got a bag of BNB that it's been sitting over there on Venus, and I've been leveraging it to take out loans in the form of BUSD and to purchase some of the other coins that I like, like Cake, for instance. But now I'm starting to see, okay, maybe, if ETH starts moving faster, I could swap out all of my Binance or half my Binance into ETH and put it right back into Venus. And leverage it the same way that I was doing. Or, like I said, go a little more aggressive, and I can go into Auto Farm or ETH. But going back to the technicals here, it's apparent that right now that ETH is trending. So, I'm going to have to make a decision very soon. I don't want to limp into ETH. Like I was saying yesterday, it's like, I'm just going to start buying ETH. And I'm like, and I started thinking about it because I checked out my rewards, and I'm like, what am I going to buy here with my rewards? I'm not going to buy 10 ETHs with my reward. My rewards are not thousands and thousands of dollars. So, I can get, maybe half an ETH or an ETH or something like that. And I was like, for that, I just might as well make, one solid move and, get at least, 5 or 10 ETH at once. You know what I mean? Or more if I can, but I just didn't want to get one. You know what I mean? Crypto Cam's here. Good morning. Webby says, I mine ETH, bridge over to BSC, and then put it on Venus, like you're saying. Right, you could do that. You could bridge over to BSC. The thing is that some people that are in the U.S. may run into problems trying to bridge over ETH to BSC with that bridge because the VPNs are blocked. So, that's something that they may want to consider. Maybe by the time you convert your BNB to ETH, Binance will resume the uptrend and outperform ETH again. Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Crypto Cam. So, this could be, just a week that Binance is down against ETH. Because let's look at the big picture, and I've said this before, Binance has consistently for the past, even in the bear market, outperformed Bitcoin and ETH. Now this month, if you look at the technicals, here for the 1 month, Binance is down against ETH 23%, which is significant. Okay, so I got to keep it an eye. Most of that movement has occurred in the past 1 week. 15% of that, 16% of that has occurred in the past week. So, is this just something that's going to happen this month and, it's going to resume the uptrend like Crypto Cam said? Perhaps. ETH added about 100 million in market cap since yesterday, now 4x BNB. Yeah, the price against BNB right now is 0.18. So, one Binance is 18% of an ETH. We've seen it go as high as, I think 0.22, almost 0.25. I forgot what the all-time high is, but it was over 20th. or a fifth, excuse me. So that's what's going on. I got that option, and that's basically my dilemma here, guys. I'm not gonna limp into ETH. Obviously, ETH is trending, and if I'm gonna go for it, either go half of the Binance bag or the entire Binance bag, and and just hang out and ride the wave, and then maybe switch back. I don't know. Crypto Cam does make a point here. Will it resume the uptrend and outperform ETH again? And that's quite the possibility, because it is outperforming ETH year to date. Okay, and in the meantime, you got Cake still doing well. Cake is down against BNB, but it's still doing well, and it's still spitting out rewards. I still have yet to find a better play in the top 50 coins as far as steady gains. The price, the price has lost some weight. Went up from, went down from like $42, $43 down to 38. But it's still very, very sexy. So those are the plays, guys. As far as staking ETH on Binance, you could purchase ETH on Pancake Swap. Okay, and if you haven't even gotten into the Binance chain or anything, one of the easier ways to fund your Binance wallet is with this swap space. If you guys are using Change Jelly or anything like that, you may want to check out Swap Space. I got the link down below, and this searches the rates between these anonymous exchanges, Simple Swaps, Change Jelly, Change Now, and others, and tries to find you the best rate. An alternative to this decentralized would be Thor Rune, but they only support a handful of coins as opposed to Swap, which has the majority of the coins. So check that one out. I think the question is, who will innovate faster? Who will keep the hype up better? Yeah, that's a point there. And I think that, as far as reacting to the market, Binance has that lead because they're centralized. There's not like, the head Ether team that's out there. I mean, you got your main players or your main nodes, but they can't move as fast, or they can't come they can't come to consensus as fast as Binance could. Midas says, nice find with Swap Space. Yeah, check this one out. It views the offers amongst the exchanges. It has most of the coins. So once you got, BNB in your wallet or whatnot, you can head on over to 1inch and purchase, ETH over there on the Binance chain, or you could head over to Pancake Swap and do the same, BNB for ETH. So, this ETH is, again, the wrapped ETH on the Binance chain, but it's the same price. Okay. Once you have that, you can head over to Auto Farm. Auto Farm offers 19% on your ETH if you stake it on Belt first. And you can click on this little Belt hyperlink. It'll take you over here to the Belt Vaults. And on the Belt Vault, you can deposit the ETH that you purchased on Pancake Swizzle. That'll give you a ETH LP. That ETH LP, you can deposit it in Auto Farm and earn that rate that they're advertising here of 19.4%, of which is paid in Belt ETH, in addition to Auto Farm tokens. Okay, so check that out. And then you can also go to A Cryptos, and they offer 16.5. And you don't have to do Belt LPs tokens. You can go ahead and just stick the ETH in there directly that you purchase on Pancake. So there you go. Boom. And you can check out the rates on here. So if you guys, I can link you guys here in the chat. Auto Farm, boom, and A Cryptos, boom. Boom. So check that out. Cam says that the 1inch exchange has better output compared to Pancake Swap exchange. I don't know what you mean by output, but 1inch shops other marketplaces in addition to Pancake Swap to find the best deal. So, if there's a better deal somewhere else, they may find it. So, it's definitely, worth checking out. So it's there, 1inch. And 1inch not only works on Binance, but it also works on Ether. Corporate McMahon is here. He says, Brother Champagne, finally I catch you here. Bought ETC yesterday and pumped it today. Only the fastest horses. Lazy ones get kicked out. Thanks so much. Shout out to McMahon out there. Kaboom. Welcome back. Yeah, ETC's a possible play that I think was it Namicon or somebody was talking about it yesterday. Saying that attempting to ride the Ethereum Classic coattails might be the move, and I don't disagree. I'll tell you, I don't disagree. You can see Ether Classics making moves today. It's up 32% in the past 24 hours against Binance. Let's look at it against the US dollar. Yeah, 30% almost. Yeah, this thing's doing well. It was talked about in the chat yesterday, and listen, the rumor here is, or the assumption here is that Ethereum Classic could do everything that Ether could do, but for cheaper. And it makes sense. I mean, I don't know if that's entirely true, but it seems like it is. So, what's up with Ether Classic? Everybody's trying to experiment with the alternatives like Matic and others, the MetaMask alternatives. Is Ether Classic the alternative? I don't know. Something to consider. Shout out to Midas. May the boom be with you. Shout out to Crypto Cam, Corporate McMahon, Electric Buddha, and the rest of the boomers, guys. So I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of how you could possibly stake ETH on Binance. I was checking out Auto Farm as well as Cryptos, or you can just go more traditional and go ahead and lend it on Venus. The rates are lower, but you have the option of borrowing against it, which you don't on other platforms like Auto and Cryptos. Does this ETH rise remind you of January 2018? Nah. I mean, I've thought a few times that, are we repeating the bull run, that occurred? I don't know. I think that we're having a lot more institutional adoption than we did before. That 2018 bull run seemed a lot more retail driven. I think bigger money is getting in right now. So now, while we are in a bull run, and I do expect things to go down at some point, I don't think that it's going to crash as much as it did in 2018. At that time, ETH drove the whole market up, and when the tank was empty, BTC had no power to keep going, and we had the massive drop. Listen, at some point, we're going to pull back, and we're going to have a drop. I just don't believe that there's going to be such a massive drop like there was in 2018, 2017, 2018. Why? Because the institutions aren't in. They're not going to dump. What do you like? Look, for instance, Tesla got in around 40,000, 45,000. Things start. They're not going to dump major bags and let Bitcoin go to 20,000. I mean, listen, anything's possible. Don't get me wrong, but I don't assume that to be that's not going to happen. So at that point, at this point, I believe that we're going to run up, and you could be right there. Kenny, we could be experiencing a rise before a big pullback, but I don't think it's going to retrace as much as it did before. Crypto Cam pointed his mining rig from ETH to ETH Classic yesterday morning, and mining profitably Ether Classic. Almost doubled. Yeah, ETH Classic pumping hard. Yeah, and it was called yesterday in the chat. I didn't go that route, but like I said yesterday, it made the play make sense. The play makes sense. I said it yesterday. I said, look, I'm not doing that play, but it makes complete sense to me. I'm not mad at you guys. I said it makes total sense. I don't disagree, guys. I don't disagree with that. The champ gives it a thumbs up. So that's what's going on. I'll take a few more comments and questions, but that's about it. I want to keep this one short and let you guys know what you could do with the ETH over there on BNB. Again, it's Auto Farm, Cryptos, and Venus, amongst others. You could check out MDEX or whatnot, but it seems like those platforms are at the top of the list. Champs always makes me money. BNB 3 weeks ago, Cake, and ETH Classic now. Shout out to Corporate McMahon. There you go. Congratulations. Shout out to Rafterman. Good morning, sir. Yeah, so look, the gains are here, guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well with it, and you're staying ahead of the market. Did you already take a look at Chia Network? I think that we may have looked at that, but I don't remember. Usually, Kenny, it takes a few people to ask about one of these small cap coins before I start really looking into it. Keep one more look here at the watch list before I go ahead and retire the stream and see if there's any special deals today. It seems like Ellipsis is on sale. Theta And listen, I'll continue to say I really like Theta. I think it's going to be around to stay. I just, at this point, they're not doing anything until the end of June. So maybe in June I can start going ahead and picking more up. Theta and T-Fuel. Cake is down as well. Listen, I think with Cake right now, it's normal. This is actually a healthy pullback with Cake after a boom like no other last week. It made some serious gains, and it continues to spit out rewards. I think Cake is sitting pretty well. That's why I have reinvested. I keep reinvesting into the Cake, so that's basically like buying Cake. I think Cake has another run-up in store very soon as they roll out borrowing and lending. Okay, they promised version 2, which they already started delivering with. They promised the prediction markets, this team battles, and ultimately they're going to do borrowing and lending similar to Venus. And when they roll that out, which is any time now, it could be today, it could be next week, I don't know. But any time now, I would expect that to drive the price closer to 50, if you ask me. So, I'm sticking around for that party. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Shout out to Kenny V, Roger Ripple, Tom, Corporate McMahon, and the rest of the boomers. Stay strong out there. Drop a comment. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest, Cousin Crypto's finest, Champagne. Thank you for tuning in.